I have been thinking about the conversation that's been going on recently. Caveat, I am not a economist. I am an interested observer, and I've done a lot of self-education in this for a long time. Um, so I kind of understand the arguments, but there's parts of it that I don't understand. And I want to go more into what the conversation really is saying. Um, and I think I'm just going to say right now that I'm going to call myself a concerned citizen. I have been concerned for a long time that there's no money, to pay the pensions, to pay for benefits. This has been a concern of mine for many years. I have family members who are reliant on those benefits, and who, you know, believe that they can retire, are going to be able to retire, and that the money will be there. And unfortunately, I just don't believe that. And I have tried to have conversations with family members about this, and it's hard because, they worked for 40 years, they worked for 30 years, whatever, right? And what do you mean? I put all this money away, I've worked hard. And it's fallen on deaf ears, it's a lot of denial. And I understand that, and I've kind of just given up. And I've basically reached the same conclusion that, the conversation is moving toward. The only way out of this is to grow it out of it. I think that's what they thought they were doing 5 years ago, and it seems to only have made it worse. And I mean, I can put up the policy paper if anyone wants to read the BlackRock policy paper on growing out of it. Basically, the idea is that you inflate the debt away. And I think that was something that they thought that they were doing, and it only seems to have made the situation worse. And I think what I finally come around to is that the only way out is actually, it's the right policy. Like, the idea is correct. The way it was done poorly, and it felt more like a grift, and certain people won and certain people lost. And all they really succeeded in doing, it seems like, was inflating the assets. And I want to get more into what Curtis Yarvin is saying too, because I think that's kind of a piece of this as well. But don't tell people it's fake. You're not going to get anywhere. Like, especially with like the older people who've paid in and have done, what they were told to do, and that it would be there for them. And now, I still have concerns that it's not there, that there's nothing there. So don't do that, people. I tried it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Do not argue people out of this. Like, it's sad. And really the only way out is through growth. And I think the answer, when I say that, is in energy policies, and energy projects. I think that's the only way. So that's kind of my focus. My focus is energy, and kind of exploring the possibilities of energy to improve our lives and to improve the economy. And so that's where I'm going to go with this.